Folks, welcome back for another delectable episode of Schwaard's Journey to Legendary. As you can see, if you saw the last video, then you are familiar with the deck that you've seen before you. I made one tiny alteration. I will talk about that as we queue into our first game of the evening. And that is Joseph chimed in on the deck, once again pointing out, unfortunately, at first saying, hey, you know, okay, you do have 2 drops, but you only have like 12 proactive ones, 12. Like the Harpy, unless you want to play it as a tempo, you have to wait for it to be played. So I only had 12 actual, like, hey, do you want to play these right now on turn 2 choices. And recommended Schwaaard Swordsman, I believe is his name. Oh, look at that. Look at that 1 drop. Bam! Look at that. Ooh.
Come on, then. Entertain me.
And I was like, yeah, it's true. I actually have him. I have a deck that I'm working on. It's just Le Buff, and it's just about characters, you know, cards buffing each other and helping each other, you know, cooperatively gain some powers and whatnot.
I keep a spare blade in my belt.
And I run him in that because I run a lot of weapons. And this one, I wasn't really sure I ran enough. Oh, boy. What a way to start the day. Here I was going, yeah. Sure.
Careful there, friend.
Could argue that I should give her the ward. I just know with that little
Don't underestimate
thing they
me.
do, the you know, do X number of damage to somebody. I wanted to have 2 creatures that could survive that. Okay. Slim pickings here at the beginning.
I'm ready for you. I will have your head.
I don't like using the ring this liberally this early, but we are on a race against the clock. We do have ways to kill the gate in the deck or to bounce it, but you know, as we saw last time, trying to attack the gate didn't really work out all that well. Oh, speaking of not working out well.
Your blood will pay you dog. I'm ready for you.
We are just hoping for a little bit of a bigger body to throw down. Right now, we're not moving fast enough for how much this is going to be getting juiced up in the next, probably in this turn, and definitely the next one. With 6 Magicka, this could be at a 12. This guy, I feel like he is just one of those like peculiar auto includes. Like he's always there. All right, so do I have enough to kill it? Because if I do, no, we don't.
I'm ready for you. Your blood will spill.
Found you.
And I'm holding on to the dagger. I'm not making the same mistake as last time, although, yeah, no. Ah, boy. Here's where the fun starts.
I am the emptiness in the center of your
And I did mean to say that sarcastically, for sure.
None will leave this place.
Alright, should we just call it? Yeah, we'll just call it. No good game for you, sir. You don't deserve it. But I'm done playing with you. We're moving on.
My fight is done.
So yeah, so I don't count that. But my point, what I wanted to do today is, I call it being steadfast, and that's play the deck as, playing the deck as much as, well, throughout the whole session. I'll admit, that just got me. I was like, that's not the, like, oh man, I just hope we don't have a lot of those today, because like I said, I'm not gonna flip out or anything, but I would really start hating to lose ranks because of garbage like that. Anyway, that's all I'll say about it. Like I said, it's not what I'm focused on, but it just got to get my mind right. Like it's just like getting cold water splashed on your face. Like oh my gosh, like yeah, I forgot those still existed and people still ran those. Hey, that all looks pretty good. So I'm gonna play decks. I mentioned this before. I'm gonna play them all the way through.
Welcome, friend.
Hail.
Hail, friend.
Ooh, you little imp. You know, let's try this. I have a feeling she's going to get charged by like a zero cost Nord Firebrand or something, but yeah, or that guy. But I figured I'd give it a shot.
I smell.
And if she's not destroyed on this turn, I can ward up and hopefully get a favorable trade with whatever they do put down. But yeah, so I'm going to give each deck the entire day to kind of flesh it out. Because this deck, it did really well on Friday. But it could have overperformed.
Watch yourself now. Wrong place for a midnight stroll. I smell the stench of the living.
I would say it's obvious we're playing against a aggressive deck, but I think that's obvious. So.
Orders?
Yeah.
Face me, you dog. Wrong
I feel like I'm
place
taking
for
a risk here.
midnight stroll.
To quote Tarkin, I'm taking an awful risk here, Veda. This better work.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
I can see any number of ways where this gets the ward removed and she gets eaten alive
We press on.
with the raiding party. But at least he will not get...
Time to fight.
He's having to spend resources to get this trade. That makes me happy.
I'm ready to split.
Although
the skull.
this is a little bit of a problem. Being high on health. Ooh, yes. Well, no. I mean, cool. I mean, I should have played this first.
I will have your head. Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
The good news is it gives so it's not great for card draw, but it does give us a buffer unless they start. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work for me.
Let's do this.
Man, I didn't want to have to kill it. I know he's got a rage. Well, no, he can't play rage next turn. But he can kill this, kill that, kill that. Yeah. Yeah. Screw it. Well, just in case.
I will have your head. Wrong place for a
He
midnight
can do a lot of killing. Oh no! Oh, that's the kind of day it's going to be. Oy. I mean, he can kill everything. Well, yeah, he can kill it all, but... Alright, so... Kill that. Hit me in the face at least once.
We stand united.
I can take up.
Please, give me cards. I need cards. I will be happy to have the cards.
Feel my wrath. Carlos.
And they can definitely give me. Alright, so that's... Wow. Well, we're dead. Pretty much. Oh yeah, so let's be smart about this then. Let's kill that. We're not going to need to draw cards.
Well played.
They're going to give me cards for sure.
Mora tests us.
That's 7, 14, 16, 18.
We press on.
All right, so yeah, minus a prophecy, we're just dead. That's why we got the well played. Like I said, people don't give compliments unless they're planning to punch you in the face. Oh no. All right, well that'll work. I still think they have it.
Time to fight.
Yeah.
Fires of Alduin.
Arguably, I should have killed. It wouldn't have mattered. All right, so we are definitely off to the start that I kind of expected us to be off at. All right, dude, you got it. Well, maybe not. Maybe we get another prophecy. Who knows?
Let's do this.
Doubtful. All right, well, that's it.
Let's do this.
So yeah, this is kind of what I was prepared for. Is just the backward slide where just every game is no bueno. But you know, we just got to keep playing, and like I said, it'll prove out the deck. If it overperformed yesterday on Friday, I'm gonna find out today. Either that or hey, just maybe the whimsical fates just decided, no, we're just gonna we'll start you off with invade, and then we'll, just have you get screwed over. I mean, you could argue against an aggro deck like that I should have played it more conservatively, but we drew so light for the first part, and as soon as that 6/7 came down with no answer, I can't not play. Like, that was our only chance. I stand by that. We needed to draw any one of those high end. That game reminded me very much of what we had at the beginning, earlier on, before I put the red in, which is getting in the higher end and still ramping into our low end of the cards. So when that happens, I don't know that any deck is going to perform well, but certainly not this one.
Hail, friend.
So
May you walk on warm sands.
not surprised, not even really disappointed, because
There's always
I had
a plan.
that happen when we did our
Well, let's see if we can find something useful.
the willpower when that deck caught fire and got us up several ranks.
You won't follow the plan.
Let's see. I mean, is it worth the Mummify? Leaves 2 on board still. Yeah, sure. I'm not too worried about the drain, but 3/6. That's a rough ratio to combat.
Chimeric spirit of the
Considering I have
sky,
everything else.
guide us.
All right, come on, douche. Where's the douche?
Do you not fear me, mortal?
I'm expecting an answer to this. Hopefully it's not a cast into time, so we at least get some damage in.
Let's knock some heads.
Oh, what are you pulling? Oh, okay, this is... Yikes. All right. So, that's a good one there. 3, 5. Yeah, that'll work. Ooh.
You will perish in pain.
I feel like he put something on that. It was a risk either way. We don't have a great board if this gets removed. We don't have a whole lot to follow up next turn, but... Alright, so... forward camp is fine, and particularly if they're not getting... but jeez Louise. Should we just concede? Boy, do I hate Mundustone. But you all know I hate Mundustone. This is well documented. So I do this, and that. So they'll definitely get hits in, but I think with Ancano... No, with Ancano we have 8, 12, 13. Yeah, we don't have it. Oh no, yeah we do. If they don't have removal for what we have on board. Which, the way the day has started, if it was Friday, I'd say, yeah, he's probably going to come in clutch. But this... that's not too... Oh, Swift Strike. Goodness gracious, if they have a Swift Strike, we're in trouble.
Don't make me laugh.
Clutch Prophecy there.
Khajiit needs coin, and he will have it. Don't make me laugh.
Oh boy. Well, Did that save us? It looks like it did. Wow. And you laugh again.
Nicely done. I have many important.
Dude, I got lucky as hell.
Victory.
Oh, I used a naughty word there, but I mean, it's no big deal. Yeah. I mean, that's why you stick it out. Even when you don't like the look of things. 2 prophecies. That's, like I said, man, it's just, that's the, and you can't fight the nature of the game, but like, I don't want to win that way, and I don't want to lose that way. Like, winning that way is far less enjoyable than, or no. I've said this before. Losing that way feels worse than winning, than how good it feels to win that way. Like there, I'm going, you had the stuff. At the same time, I don't know. I guess it all works out. I guess it all kind of evens out. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it again. I mean, I'm not complaining about winning, but just the nature of it. You know, just curious. I find it a curious thing. We're gonna keep the douche. We only got one of them. I don't think they're gonna be running any support necessarily. Although the second game we lost because they were running. Come and warm yourself, Northrend Outpost or whatever it's called. Right. So anyway, so I'm gonna stick to this one for the entirety of this session. And then...
I smell fresh.
Really? Am I the aggressor? Like, I feel like that's an interesting... Maybe he's testing the waters, going, okay, is this somebody trying to come off aggressive, or is this somebody who is, you know, gonna put up a staunch... Okay, so it's not just pure aggro. Problem is... I don't have an answer for that guard when it comes down, and this is going to start rallying like the dickens. So we are...
Death before dishonor.
Unless he doesn't put that down? Oh, good night.
Bow to me.
Luckily we have an answer for it.
Let's put these to use.
I smell the stench of the living.
Protect our 4-1, at least to the best of our abilities. Could have given her the dagger for a favorable trade here. I feel like they're going to change up the math anyway, though, with some kind of thing. So the 4-1 tells me, though, they may be running some pretty... Yeah, see, that's kind of what I was thinking was going to happen. Although he would have died, too. She would have also died. So, not great. All right.
Don't underestimate me.
So...
We must protect our stronghold.
Yeah, you know what?
Let's put these to use.
I was gonna go on the... I was gonna hit, but I don't think this is a... With chargers and rallies and stuff, I can't go crazy with it. I need to be a little more conservative. Ooh, buffed crab. Darn you, crab! Darn you! So...
Don't underestimate me.
We do this in the hopes... I know this looks sketchy, but I do that in the hopes that she survives, and if they don't see it coming, we get a mighty conjuring.
I live to serve.
Okay, that's good. No charge, no charge. No charge! No charge! You keep your charge. You keep it in your hand. You keep that in your hand. Alright. So...
I slay the unworthy.
Oh, no! No, 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 no. I wanted to put him over there, but I can't really do that with the lightning bolt. Not lightning bolt. The lethal critter there. Good news is, well, yeah, they're not going to play into this lane, unfortunately.
My family has endured.
I don't know why I was.
Should have been more worthy.
All right, that's a lot of rallies onto this card here. Either that or it is an action, one that I will probably want to Grummite, but because what if it is an unstoppable rage? Alright, Kana's going to help us with whatever they've got in their hand here. Hopefully. Although, man, I tell you what, if they had Unstoppable Rage, I would be like, no! No! Actually, he's not a bad Unstoppable Rage target, to be honest. He gets buffed a crap ton.
The battle shall be ours.
Yep. Okay.
Can't win. Come
So we're
at
gonna
me.
do it, huh? Well. Nom 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 nom. Wow, I didn't think we were going to get it all in one fell swoop. That actually worked out pretty well. Yeah, I like I said, I didn't do the do we have lethal thing. I was just like, I just need to hit him as much as I possibly can, so that whatever he plays next turn won't kill me. All right, so we're back to where we started at the very beginning. Moving on. Okay, so yes, sorry, I keep getting distracted by stuff. That never happened, right? You're like, Schwaaard, you're always so focused. You always stick to the subject. You always finish your thoughts. So I'm playing this one today just to prove it out to see where it's at. If it stays above 50%, I think for where we started, which was 2 wins away from rank 1. If we don't get to rank 1 on this deck after an hour and a half of playing with it, it probably needs some more work. But I do have, Mark sent me a Redoran list that's kind of, it's got elements of control in it, but it is a more or less a mid-range, I would say mid-range deck. With the ring, we keep that. So I've got that one in the queue, and then right before that, actually it's crazy, Jay Shades sent me his Rage Archer, which he said just got him to Legendary, which if you remember Jay Shades from, I guess it's been a week ago or so now,
Hail, friend.
maybe later, time flies.
Bright
We were pretty much at the same place for a while. When we played against each other, we were in the same, at the same level. So, and Jay Shades, I'm not presuming anything. Maybe you do play it as much as I do, but I feel like an hour and a half a day is pretty much what I'm averaging. And, you know, you've far outpaced me, which I'm thrilled for you, man. I'm happy you got in a legend, but that tells me that he has a deck that, whatever the meta is now, Rage Archer, at least that version of it, is okay. So we're just going to play the removal thing.
My paws are
Good times,
quicker
good
than your
times.
eyes.
Can't fell the mighty because she's not mighty enough. I will take this favorable trade. And we will play around the ever so popular Emulating Blast. Emulating Blast, not emulating. It's an emulator. It's an emulating blast. No. In fact, the deck that Mark gave me. Ooh, that is a Mummify. Can I play anything else with Mummify? Yes, I can, actually.
place for a midnight stroll.
I don't want to discard anything I have in my hand right now. That's the problem. Fight for the board, or no? You know what? Oh gosh. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the right. Maybe that wasn't the right thing. I don't know. But I do know, unless he's got some vipers in there. Oh, okay. Gonna do a little bit of that. Okay. All kinds of good stuff. Let's see what we got going here. But yeah, so unless they're running lethal, Noglee's going to be their worst nightmare because I can't do anything to it. And if he sticks, Mighty Conjuring. He will stick.
You will perish in pain.
Do I hit him in the face?
You will perish in pain.
I mean, I do have the feeling he is going to be harshly and brutally removed, but Yup. Okay.
You can tell them you thought of it.
And I'm guessing she'll be putting one in the other lane as well.
Hiding will not save you.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
But yeah, in fact, so the veteran list that Mark sent me, even though it is not technically control, I think it runs several copies of Immolating Blast. So it's just kind of become, I guess you'd say, the meta. I mean, it's a useful card. I mean, 5 costs to take care of wide boards, or even ones that just stack a lane a little too much. It's a good value. Oh, why? Why? Well, I know why. Because
3 gods.
they want to give that guard,
True faith.
or lethal, I'm sure.
Justice.
Hey, oh, it's even worse. Well, here's some good news. 4, 8, 9. We have that. Yeah.
The forest will
Do that.
not suffer your presence.
Do that. Oh, wait. Let's do this first.
Do your worst.
So they can run any number of things. I just know they can't use hard removal on him. And if she survives, we've got stuff. Okay. Interesting. Guard, of course. Of course.
Prepare yourself.
Charge? Okay. Alright, so I think we've got it anyway.
The day is mine.
Alright, we are at the gateway, knocking on the door for the first time today. See if we can't push on through. And really, we've only got one more of these. We win this one. We got one more gateway before legendary, so that's exciting. But can't get ahead of ourselves. Who knows what it could be? So yeah, so I've got Mark's Redoran deck queued up. I've got Jay Shade's Rage Archer queued up, and then of course I still have Adrian's Orcs, and technically I still have is it Marco? Oh, I can't remember his name now. But Buffalo, the one you sent me, the crabs. Which I'm not sure about that one. Not in terms of its efficacy or goodness. Just, I'm just not a huge fan of crabs, man. Just not a huge fan of crabs. Even the Board Panda. Wow, we come across Board Panda quite often. And he's at rank 1 now. Okay, good on him. We have historically.
Hail, friend.
We have won our matchups. So. Oh, wait. No. I was wondering if he was the one that... if he was the one that beat us in that long game for the gateway that we had the last time, but it wasn't. It was somebody else. Okay.
I smell the stench of the living.
I don't know if they're rage or not rage. Prophecy. No, looks like just good old-fashioned. I mean, do I just contain? I guess.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
My paws are
I just don't want to. I just don't want to punt this one. Which arguably, putting her to 4-1, that wasn't the best call, but lightning bolt. Wow. Okay. Don't want me getting the card draw. I see. Oh boy. All right. So, forgive me. Forgive me.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
I must try. I mean, if they don't have anything to contest, we just win next turn. No, we don't. I can't do that. I can't use that.
We must protect our stronghold.
Oh no. Did not expect a guard. Man, I need a good card next turn. That's... Ooh, boy.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
All right, we have 7, 9. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Can you feel? Can you feel it? I mean, it's right there. It's right there. I just wish we had lethal over here.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the snow. Schwaaard awaits you.
No! No! Wait,
Your story
really?
is finished.
We did it. We are rank 1.
History shall remember this day.
We are rank 1. I think. Did I fool myself? Did I trick myself? Was that not the gateway? It feels like it was a little too... I mean, no respect to Board Panda, but that did not feel like a gateway game. All right. All right. Okay. That was just one where, I mean, if we were facing down Invade, it was going to be, you know, a whole other feeling. But that one, once we kind of saw how it was starting to shake out, it was like, okay, I feel like only me being really stupid right now would do. And I don't know why Board Panda didn't hit her with it, you know? Knock her down to a 2-3? Like, I don't know. So it didn't feel like a Duke Down battle, but oh, I remember the name. I've said that before. But the last time I played them, as I recall, it was, I thought they were movement. Yeah, they were movement last time. So I don't know, but hey, we're back to playing, you know, high-level legendaries. Yay. I mean, unless, you know, honestly, I haven't seen like rank 1,000 or 2,000. So maybe there's only but so many legendaries right now. Because we know the game has gotten smaller. So, you know, back in the day it was you know, you could have legendary ranks. I think 2,000 was about the highest, maybe a little more than that. but so far I can only seem to recall in the low hundreds. 200-300 maybe.
Well, let's see if we can find something useful.
Oh, you've got the shinies too. So what do you think? Enchanted plate. We know she can take out enchanted plate, so we're gonna do this. Whee! At least until we get something, an item that can allow us to trade. Or we mummify her. If she goes buff, she gets all these items and stuff. See, that's the goodness you get if you do finish in the top 100. You get 3, the monthly card, you get them as premiums. Hey, don't go popping my word. That's rude. Oh, you're not. You're just going to outright shoot the guy. Okay. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, yes, let's draw, please, because clearly this is not... All right, so... Either way, it's a favorable trade. I don't know that I need to include her in the shenanigans. But we do need to contest the board. So I will... I don't know if that was right. Usually, you want, if you can, unless it's like a dire situation, you want to shackle the one that you don't want to trade with your stuff. Like, I want him to trade with either of these.
They're in my...
Have you come to submit?
That is our mummify target. Scary times when you don't have an answer to something like that. When the hand comes down, the good news is our Alfiq, because Buffalo, shout out to you again for the automaton suggestion. Oh, the reflective. Yeah, the reflective. We now have a 7-5 instead of a 5-3. So a much more impressive, although if he's got to fell the might, it doesn't matter if it was a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The good news is Ash Berserker can actually get some... See? That's when you don't want to
let's see if we can
attack.
find something useful.
This one is in no mood.
Oh, lethal ping. Maybe I should have taken that hit. Okay. We got some stuff to play with. I just feel like he's going to do a wee. Okay, alright. Not as bad as it seemed. Don't break my ward! Oh, my ward. Good idea, bad idea?
Do you not fear me, mortal?
We draw a card.
You should.
Cannot complain about that. Oh, another Berserker. Rawr. They've shown up big. Literally, they've been there in every game. Sometimes when you don't necessarily want them. Oh, okay. See, and that's the kind of... That's what this weird hybrid is. And I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. Maybe this is considered Control Dagoth. But... just to avoid any chargers. Draw this as a card even if we do get Fell the Mightied.
We must protect our stronghold.
Here you go, popping people's wards again. Like a jerk.
Have you come to submit?
Alright, alright. See, and here we are without an answer for the hand. Is there a way... Like, I'm not desperate to keep him alive, at the same time, if I lightning bolt that, I can't play him, but I can play Sower. And then he can come in maybe later. Oh, gosh. Yeah. We'll try it.
You should.
Because my thought is,
This day will be
we'll see what he does. Maybe Unstoppable Rage. That would hurt. And I played right into it. So that is on me. If he does, boy, is he in a great place. I just didn't want to hit his face right now. I didn't think that would be a good idea. So there you go. Play right into it. Wow, going for the jugular. Good for you.
motherless dog. We will win the day or die trying.
Alright, so we're definitely in a bad spot. It's going to be a long climb,
Spirits
and
of
we already know he has
Oblivion,
snakes,
arise!
and that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I played into Rage like a moron. I didn't have any way to get rid of him, but yeah, we're done. I mean, there was nothing. I could have. Yeah, let's see. I could have hit him with Ash. I could have got rid of Ash Berserker. Yeah, no, I played into it. I was like, well, big deck. Well, no, actually, I didn't think of it. If I thought of it, I wouldn't have played it. I wouldn't have risked it anyway. It's one of those things where you just realize after you're like, oh, there's a slim chance he could have that in his hand. Oh, and a scimitar. Oh, okay, good. And he had the nice upper, what do you call that? The good top end. So, yeah, we'll beat him one day. If it's the one I'm thinking of, we've played him 3 different times. One time he was doing the shifty stuff, and but yeah, I remember it because he uses the eyes. It makes me think of like pillars. So it's a very memorable name, and yeah, we've lost every single time. So I guess you just got to get good, or not playing to Unstoppable Rage on a freaking Hand of Dagoth. Like I said, it's a bad day when he shows up and you don't have removal for him. And actually, yeah, Emmerich would have been a better play because he would have the ward after he did the battle. No, but yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't think about it. Did I say hello? Oh, well. I think it's worse to say hello twice than it is to just miss it the first time. My answer is a harpy, and she's going to get removed with a curse. It's going to empower him. The only thing that's going to help is the fact that he can't attack on this particular play. Mm-hmm.
Have business with House Halalu.
Is there ever a time that she draws a 0-cost card that isn't just perfect for the situation? I do wonder these things. It seems like that's not the case. See, I guess that had to be a control Dagoth, which is weird because that color combination doesn't seem to lean towards that, and maybe he's just playing it control-y, but I don't know, with Ultimate Heist, Supreme Atromancer, I don't know if you can really consider that control or not. That seemed pretty... I don't know, but then if... I don't know. Definitely played it like control for a while. Okay, so... Num him. I gotta put another big body down. I mean, I know they can finish off and do that stuff, and I want to get rid of him, but with... And ideally I would shackle him with the Harpy, but... she goes down to a curse, and then I've got just a 6/4 that may very well be lost to a Leaf Lurker on this turn. So I needed to make sure I had some bodies on the board. So yeah, based on what I'm seeing, it looks like probably we'll run either the Redoran or the Rage Archer tomorrow. And yeah, we'll just go from there. I don't really have a perfect itinerary for it. I just know that I'm going to give each deck its day. That's a lot of damage to eat.
My business is none of theirs.
That's a good pickup, as is that. I was going to say, I hope they don't have the thing that buffs up all goblins, but, well, I'm pretty sure they would have played it by now.
The forest is my cloak.
There's the Leaf Lurker I was concerned about. Alright, so now this is obvious. I feel like this is obvious. And even though I would like to play her now, the board state is not one that I feel comfortable with. Did I just say something and do something completely different? I said something that my brain said, and then my hand did something different. You saw that, didn't you? I said, I don't feel comfortable playing this, and then my hand clicked on it anyway. What kind of shenanigans are these? I don't have a dagger to make this trade, but I do have, if she survives, I've got the Sentinel Battle Mace to give us a good swing. Or we get a Cliff Racer that just takes her out, and we've got all kinds of ugly trades we got to do. But let us see what... I mean, really, you know how many dead zero-cost cards there are? Like, that do nothing. They put a little gimpy creature on the board, or they, you know, they allow you to heal a creature or something ridiculous like that. But usually when I see her played, she has... Oh, shackling my drain, I'm guessing. Yep. Alright, so we will have a dagger to take care of him. Or, since we are coming up to the late game here, maybe a Naha Gleave is going to be better to take care of this lane. Which means I need to... but if they got a Viper. They usually run Vipers. Alright, so yeah, this has to happen. That changes things a little bit. I can do 3. Well, shackling, I can only shackle 1. And that's a lot of damage coming at my face. Alright, screw it.
Hiding will not save you.
You can't curse him. Although you can hit him and Leaf Lurker him. That would suck. Nah, Gleave, not gonna lie. I don't want you getting hurt, buddy. I don't want you getting stabbed by a venom creature either. No snick. No snick. Okay. Although if they curse her down, which they will with this play here, but she won't die. So I can give her the Sentinel Battle Mace, and she will still be able to give me a little bit of life. Okay, or I may need the mace over here. I don't know. We'll see what he does. He's got plays to make, and we will just have to react accordingly. It doesn't do any good to try to figure it out now and map out all the different things I can do. He may not hit, he may hit. Oh, I didn't realize it was going to be that quick. I thought he still had some juice in him. All right, so unfortunately, if I play the mace, I have to give him a card. And she can eat a lot of curses. Unfortunately, I don't really have
for a midnight stroll.
a better idea at this point. See, this is one of those ones where you... Like, I want to shackle him, but man. Yeah. I've got to shackle him versus her because I don't want to take the extra damage. But if they draw a curse... Well, they are. They're going to draw enough to curse her into death, unfortunately. But... Which... Oh, that'll mean he can hit. Well, things are going downhill at this point. I feel like I needed the mace to get my health up, but when I look at what's about to happen, I'm like, it was not a fantastic idea. And he can only attack one creature. I think all of them are probably going to survive. She trades with this, or doesn't have to, it just kills it. Yeah. Alright, so that's going to have to get mummified because it's going to be out of control. That's gone. 6 to face.
My business.
Okay.
You can trust me.
It's one of those things where you're about to breathe a sigh of relief. Oh. Does he save us? He might. He might. Depends on what he top decks. Because they've got 8. That's not enough. At least on this turn. But if that's a leaf lurker, well. So long, fellas! Orb of power. Whee, whee. Yeah, so this deck has done okay. Obviously, it's got us some wins, but alright, that's not too bad. If he doesn't attack with him, I will mummify. Oh, are they going to trade? Okay. That's kind of what I wanted to have happen anyway. But then we've got this lane to worry about, and I don't... Oh, no! It would have been... Oh, man. 5... I don't think that's going to help anything. I need to take him out. 3 and 7. This feels like the worst Grumite. Oh, yeah, by the way, I added him just as kind of a... What do you call it? An answer to New Era. And so I took out the ogre guy. It's just the rampaging ogre. Did they get anything through?
My business.
He's not going to live, so I can't do Mighty Conjuring on this turn. But 5. I mean, we are on borrowed time right now.
We will win the day or die trying.
This is one of those things, fought very bravely,
Our case beer.
but
Day will be
now
mine.
if they don't have a, I mean, Mighty Conjuring helped us over here, but if they have like Tazcat, they got to have Tazcat at some point, right?
Vile canker blossom.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter if they have a charger; they have a charger. The only thing I can do now, if they don't have the charge, then I think we win. So tense. Palms are sweating. Do you have the charge? I mean, okay, that That hurts things a little bit. For sure. So they're buying time. They're buying time on the draw. Oh no! No, 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 no. Don't you dare do that bolt to the face again. Jeez Louise.
Sometimes victory means getting dirty. So be it. Confound you. Do you not fear me, Walter?
I mean, at least we have a guard over here. It doesn't stop Tazcad, but at least, yeah. So it's got to be a top deck Tazcad, I think, in order for them to win this right now.
Aha!
All right. 10, 15, 18, 23. Yeah, we got this. Shoot. I'm trying to think if they can... Well, I'll hit with him first.
This one is in no mood for
Oh boy. They can't hit my face with anything, can they? No. Okay, they can do that. Let me just do this.
Well,
Okay.
let's see if we can
Wow.
find something useful.
That's another one.
A hard-fought
Jeez
victory.
Louise, another nail biter. And that's just to, I think, get to the top of the snake, isn't it? Like, that's not even like thrusting us into the upper echelons of the ranks. We're just slowly coming back from, okay, no, it gets us back to square one. All right. Seems to be a bit of a theme these days. All right, here we go again. It does feel better now. Like, I just can't imagine being able to get to Legendary and just play games just for... I mean, yeah, then there's going, okay, I want to be in the top 1,000. But right now, unless I'm mistaken, because I can't imagine that we're just either getting ranked players or top 100, or top 200 players. So either there isn't 1,000 people populating the Legendary ranks, which means I'm automatically included as soon as I get there, or, oh, okay, no, now my theory is going a little wonky. Still, that's not 1,000. It's 512. That's not 1,000. And this isn't New Era, but I just feel like, Swift Strike. That's why he's here, because there are enough confounded, diabolical, cheesy grrr actions out there that have screwed me over that I feel like, he's a good include. To have one of him in there, he's good to have.
Preparations have been made.
He warrants inclusion by virtue of his, by virtue of the amount of actions. Like, I can't think of a time where turn 7, 8, 9, my opponent's not going to have an action that is going to be worth him, boinking. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of him. Ooh. Ooh. You defender of the hive kind. Alright, so... yeah, do this.
too slow.
And you could certainly argue that, dude, you need to be going face with this, but right now, this is all... I mean, yeah, maybe the mace. Maybe the mace is not something I need to hold on to, but...
Jaws, to me.
Wheel.
Too slow.
Alright, we're back to square one. We both have the same amount of cards. They're a little ahead in life. But we are ahead in spirit? I don't know. Queen Baron's Eye isn't not a thing anymore. You know how worried I've always been about Queen Baron's Eye. Alright, I feel like I want to play against Vipers, but a Viper would just they would have to play more than a Viper to get to him. But again, this isn't necessarily a deck that I think I want to go hot and heavy on either. So yeah, unless they do something really shifty, I think the Grumite might be the...
This one is in no mood for you.
Yeah, let's see. What does it get us? You know, the Piercing Javelin would have been a lot better. That's really sad. Just my luck. This little guy, he is... I hope this is not going to be a trend. I had it happen, I think it was on a video where, like, I banished it. No, I think it was in a casual when I was trying to figure something out, but I banished an action with him, and it was nothing. But then the next turn they played Mighty Conjuring or something like that, where it was like, right after the turn that I played the thing that should have banished an action, they played something making it very clear that they got it right after I did that. I'm like, what?
There's a plan.
What?
There's always
The
a plan.
forest is my cloak.
All right. This is just so slow. Such a slow game. I mean, I can... Yeah. I mean, if they both want to trade, but then they could... Tell you what, I'll put this over here. I'm just going to wait. I don't know why. Like, I just... Yeah. It just doesn't feel good. I just have a bad feeling about hitting this person in the face. not... Oh, can you guess what I've got? Oh, they did! Really? I have all this jank in my hand, and you guessed what I had? I mean, they're doing all this stuff to preserve their life, but... Oh. I mean, we've already seen that they've got Fell the Mighty. And that doesn't even make me mighty, doggone it. That just gets me... Ah. I was hoping that I'd get him to 5, but, you know, that's what you get for not mathing. Alright, we're gonna...
I smell the scent.
This just feels all kind of nugget. Like, the puzzle pieces aren't fitting together. And usually when that happens, my opponent comes up with a haymaker, some, you know, they Mirac something, you know, like, and that's the thing. I gotta anticipate with a deck like this that's heavy on the drain and heavy on the guards and stuff that they would be running a Mirac. So, but I mean, you can't play. That's people say that a lot. You know, you need to play around these cards. You can, if you're up against a Telvanni deck, you can play around an Ice Storm, and you know, if you're up against
Some
a
thieves have manners.
okay, you can have. You are no gentleman, sir. No gentleman. Well, now you get more of your good old drain stuff.
I have many important things on my mind.
Wrong place for a
Now
midnight
I get to drain some
stroll.
too. And if he survives, Mighty Conjuring. Although Shadowfen can take away everything that makes the Mighty Conjuring so mighty, i.e. the ward, the breakthrough, all that good stuff. Oh, how did I find myself in a control game? Like, you see, I mean, this is my problem. So if I'm in Legendary, I got really nowhere to be, nothing to go. I'm trying to climb right now. This is not the game for me. And right now, I don't really have a whole lot of confidence that we can win. But even if we do win, I go, look at the time lost. Now, I'm already kind of invested, so I'm in this weird middle place where I kind of just want to concede because the win doesn't matter as much to me as the next 10 minutes of my life. But I'm like, but if I could get a win, like I don't want to go back into the snake, it's... At least we got to rank 1 today, right? I mean, that's something. Wow, okay. Oh, so you're gonna waste it on this fella here. All right, so that's good. It means our
We'll see about
Mighty
this.
Conjuring can do its thing, but it's not like we've got them at some amazingly low health total that we can now swing into a victory. And
You must be clever.
okay, so they got another one. How did they get another one? Didn't they just play one?
I have no patience for fools.
I'm a little confused. I was fairly certain that they just played one. Whatever. Alright, she's actually going to be good for me
Quicker than your eye.
if she survives. Seriously, where did they get the second one? Was
I have many important things on my mind.
I'm actually tempted to let him hit me in the face. I know that's not a great strategy in general, but let's see if we can bait him into... Like, because either way, I just kind of want the game to end. So, you go ahead and do it.
We'll see about this.
That's not what I
They are
needed.
no challenge for the Kashyyyk.
Yeah, I guess Unstoppable Rage would be a win condition, right? Figured I'd poke it just in case it survives and I need to do something else to it.
Have to do better than that to trick me.
Gee, I hope that's not an amazing card that's going to come back to
They're in my sights.
bite me. He survives the encounter.
Should have just let me pick your pocket.
I mean, they are kind of whittling us down here. But... yeah, I don't...
By the fires of oblivion.
Oh, boy. Alright, can I slow roll a negation at this point? No? Okay.
My paws are quicker than your eyes.
Out upon it.
Holding on to anything interesting?
I know it's my personal beef. I'm just like, can you build a deck with the cards that you have? Like, can you create something there and not just try to rip off of somebody else?
This is interesting.
I just can't help it. I mean, look at this. This is... oh, is this a Unite? This is Unite. And there it is.
Watch yourself.
No? Okay. Okay. Maybe not? I don't even know. Okay, I can do all three. That's good.
Too slow.
Alright. I'm guessing they gotta be Unite. So I need to get rid of that. Or they're just the I'm gonna take all your cool stuff deck. I don't know. Okay, yep, that's mine. Let's see.
Watch yourself now. Well, let's see if we can find something useful.
Once again, Ash Berserker coming up clutch! Oh boy. That could be a game changer. I haven't seen a Viper or anything like that. If they don't trade into him, I think we just won this game.
You will die.
Oh, they know.
The
Oh, Leaf
forest is
Lurker.
my cloak.
Doggone it, man!
I keep a spare
Gotta
blade
love
in
it.
my boot.
I mean, it's definitely control. Like, this is a control deck. We are playing with a control deck, and I just don't enjoy doing that. I just don't enjoy this game. Like, I'm so bored. I am bored out of this little, like, oh, Pootsie's like, I'm going to steal your stuff, and I'm going to get your stuff, and I'm going to, like, this is just, I know people like this. I know that there are folks who genuinely like this stuff, but it drives me crazy. Like, there's just so much better things to do with my time.
Don't underestimate me.
Like, when you're trying to climb, maybe, like I said, when you're legendary, I mean, if you're sitting at 512, you're already at the top 1,000, and you just kind of want to just play for the fun, then maybe this is fun for you, because you're just like, oh, I get to do stuff. And because your deck is control, I have very few top-end cards. I mean, there's one of them. I wonder if they stole that one, or if that's actually theirs. But clearly they are going on a tear now. Alright, so can I finally say we're done now? Is that a thing I can do? I mean, I can you know, just because I'm just, yeah.
Don't underestimate me.
Now, if he gets Leaf Lurker, well, that'll just be all the more sad. But I'm going to give him the best fighting chance we got. Unfortunately, I don't have any way to give him breakthrough, so even if he does... Okay. Well, I mean, I concede it's already over. See, and that's... Oh, gosh, that's just such a gigantic waste of my time. Golly day. All right, so I hate to say it, folks, but until we get to Legendary, I have a rule. I'm going to start timing the games, and if it starts going long like that, and you know we're not any closer, like that Iron Atronach was really the only play I think we had. Well, no, we had plenty of other cards, but didn't seem like we were going to draw them. And that's what happens in these things. Like I just never top deck. When you're in a top decking match, I never managed to top deck the right stuff. So I know it may not seem great, but like literally I'm going to give the game 7-ish, 8 minutes. Anything over that, I'm just going to move on because, like I said, if I won that, it was like, yay. All right, McLaren, we fought you already. You were running something else. So my hope is that you are not running Invade because I just got done with a game that I was miserable 90% of the time with. I don't think I have the capacity to be miserable anymore. And since we're already as low as we can go, like I have no desire to like there's no impetus for me to play it. So I know I said I would play him regardless, but like I said, I just got off of an annoying game, so I don't feel like that is. Although this card, this is another one. It's just weird how often it shows up. But yeah, if that invade card comes down, I'll just move on because I just want to have fun at this point. And like I said, the last game was mostly miserable. We had a chance. Yeah, okay, good game. Well done. Hopefully that gets you to Legendary, pal. Hopefully that gets you where you want to be. It really is amazing. I need to work on that. That's something I need to work on. When you have a really big like haymaker thrown, it's not waiting until the next day after you've been able to sleep it off, like to get your mind right. But yeah, I mean, really, we can go back and look at every single, you know, in my history of what I've played so far, and any game that goes, you know, over 7, 8, 9 minutes that's in this control jockeying thing, everyone turns out the same way. We get whittled down, we don't draw anything good, and even though we're not hitting them, they're doing the thing. And yeah, like I said, I don't know. It's getting mushy at this point. I think I've got another 2 or 3 games in me, and then we'll call it a day.
This might be handy.
Hail, friend.
Like, I don't even care if this is just straight up hardcore, hard-nosed orc aggro, and we lose. I'm fine with that. I just don't
Do
want
your worst.
any more of this. Yeah.
The battle shall be ours.
Okay, cool. So we've got what I asked for. Huzzah. Yeah, this is not going to be a game where we are wanting for cards, so we'll see if he's willing to trade up.
I am the shield of my class.
Ooh, you're that guy, huh? All right. Well, as much as I hate to do it, because I like this card. It's a fun card to play. Oh, no, you know what? That'll work. I was going to negate it, but I can just contest it with my own blah, blah, blah. See, we didn't get one of him in the last game, did we?
By Yashnog's axe, I'll defeat them all.
Yeah, you're going to eat a lightning bolt, my friend. Is there a 0 cost? No? Okay. Zap, zap, zooey. I still don't feel comfortable making a pivot just because he's still got a lot of cards in his hand. Although Belligerent Giant will keep those cards in his hand, so we might start. I just like right now I feel a little bit antsy. I just feel like okay, I just want to do.
I am the shield of my class.
Which one do I? So if I bounce this one back, that still does the slay. I mean, they both can slay at this point. If I do this, I've got a double trade, and I can silence one of them. Is this too much? You think? Is this going a little too crazy with it? Should I be building up more of my board? Well, you know what? I think if I do that, I think I can just trade favorably, right? Oh, it just kills her outright. All right, cool. Screw it. Yeah, let's do it. This can't possibly turn out poorly. And I'm acknowledging right now and telling myself, you made the choice to go aggressive against an aggressive deck with not a whole lot of cards in your hand. So if you lose this, it's on you, Jess. Yeah. I mean, I knew that they had to have a way to ping it. I just, like I said, I'm shaking off the grr from last game. All right, so
No one bests me!
you're gonna have to go away, I think. Yay, unstoppable rain! If you don't have a way to do something to him, it's GG, my friend. A GG. Because I don't think you can kill these guys. Not a lightning bolt. Fell the mighty. Silence. Yeah, if they silence him, of course they can take him out.
I am the shield of my class.
Okay.
Come and warm yourself.
All right. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Steel and stone. Steel and stone.
We'll dagger up. I don't know. Let's see. So, yeah. I think we need that for the rages. No one expects the rage. See? See? I didn't expect it. Happened to me. Oh, wow, we fell that far? Oh, yeah, because we conceded to invade. No regrets. No regrets. That's one of those things. I mean, if it's... I know I keep flip-flopping on my policies and everything. I want to create something where I go, okay, this is what I do no matter what. Like this this steadfast thing where I'm playing through. That's something I know I can maintain. I just have to have the discipline to not try to flip to another deck. But at this point, I really want to put these different decks through their paces. Oh, Salieri. Oh, Mozart had you bested. Hopefully, I will be the Mozart in this matchup. That's a Amadeus reference for anybody who doesn't know. Great movie. Highly recommend it. In fact, I might watch it after this. It's not a feel-good movie though. It's definitely it's got its moments. It's an enjoyable, and I think it's a well-done movie. I don't know how historically accurate it is, but in fact, I'm pretty sure it's not anywhere close. Here we go. That's all right. As Joe pointed out, I've only got now I have 13 proactive, 12 drops. But to be fair, none of mine non-proactive. Oh boy. Spiraling out of control. Alright, so this does contest both. Discerning Thief dies to that one anyway,
let's see
so
if we can find something
I didn't see much of a point in offering her up for this Elder Gleam Matron. But it looks like this is going to spiral out pretty quick.
I'm ready.
If that's the only play, then nope. That's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, folks, I think this is a loss already. Well, that helps. But we're on the back foot. Look at all those cards. My gosh. That's the thing. There's just some games where you're done
magnificent
on turn
monster.
4. Even if it's not hardcore. Yeah. All right, we're done. Well, wait. So we do this.
quicker than your eyes.
I still think we're done. We don't come back from this, but breakthrough, drain. I don't
Let's
care about.
do the fisting.
Well, let's see if we can find something
Okay,
useful.
now we can say we're done. Oh no, you know what? Well, we don't have a rage, but maybe they'll hit us enough times that we do get one. Actually, they kind of have to, because he can take them all out. No, he can only take out 1 or 2.
Let's do the fisting.
Yeah. See, I wasted my own time. I should have conceded when I conceded. Like, there's just some games where it's just not even worth, like, after turn 3, if you don't have it, you might as well just concede. It's not worth it. But as we saw with that one game where I wanted to concede, and I was like, no, you know what, stick it through. It just stinks, because I just feel like that's not the best use of your time. I feel like that most of the time when you get that sense this is not going to go well, that you're right. Sometimes you go, oh, wow, like I was able to pull that one out after, another 5 minutes of protracted fighting. But I think most of the time when you go, no, we're outclassed here, it's going to happen. So I just, like, at this point, I feel like it's more the amount of games that you play versus, I mean, you obviously need to win, but yeah, it just feels like the more games you play, the better chance you have of climbing. And you can't just concede every single game, but there's going to be, like, if I could play 4 more games by, I mean, they even call it in Tesla, in the tournament, they called it concede efficiency. Now, granted, at that point, it's not, 4 turns in. It's, you've gone through quite a bit of.
I smell the stench.
They're 12 turns in. It's one of those aggro going against control, and it's a back and forth thing.
Let's heat things up.
Okay.
Watch yourself now. Wrong place.
I'm sure they have
for a
another one.
midnight stroll.
And you know what? If this is this is
No man.
the Venom guy, right? Oh man, running out of cards already. 'Cause I got to trade into him. He can't stay alive.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
So that's a 2-for-1. I feel like we've had most of that. That's why our card advantage is so... Why we're at such a disadvantage in the cards. Because we've had to trade 2-for-1 on almost every exchange so far. Which is highly unfortunate.
I will cut your ass.
Flame Spear! Flame Spear, how dare you? He's just going to get Leaf Lurkered. Screw it. I was going to put it over there because obviously there's no great trade here, but again, this is going to be another 2-for-1. We could have done it over here, but he's just going to blast everything we lay down here. And if they got a Leaf Lurker, they're getting some really good value there. Spider was not thrilled to see that. Not thrilled at all. Let's come over here. And by golly, if they don't have an Archer's Gambit to ping the heck out of him, or Leaf Lurk him, I will be astounded.
Should have been more.
As long as you're here, try to be useful.
Okay. So I guess they're going to kill him off at some point. Let's give him a card. Give him a chance to have an action. They don't have an action. Although I'm highly anticipating that this right here is going to be a finish off or something. Such a crazy thing.
Walk with our
Okay.
Lord.
Well, that's unfortunate. But here's the good news. Ooh, that's even better. So then you go now. You go here. You go there. You get a prophecy.
Let nothing through. Close ranks.
All right. Not great, but you know, something. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I think this will be the last one. I feel my concentration kind of going down, and not in a bad way, not in an oh my gosh way. I'm just like, all right, yeah, I'm kind of good. It really does, man. The miles that a control game puts on me, it just, I can get aggro down in 4 turns 3 times, and I still won't even get to the level of fatigue that I hit with control. I feel like they have to hit with everything in the left lane and then squish him to kill off that, unless they have an answer, unless they have a way to get in. Okay, they got a way to get in.
Blood and gore.
All right. So yay, coming up strong. All right, so we get severely punished here if there is, I don't know, is there a lane effect? Unstoppable Rage could do it. Good thing we top deck this Harpy.
I bark and burn.
So looking.
Walk
Oh,
our Lord.
again. All right.
Motherless dog.
Alright, that's a good pull. Harpy goes down. I gave it my best!
Walk.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I got something for you this time. My gosh, that's the third one. You are so stinking annoying. Ain't gonna lie.
Charge!
Alright, so he goes down. I swear if they resurrect her, like three attribute deck, 3's Dark Seducers. And I know they said, somebody said that like the, statistically speaking, there are a lot more streaks than you would imagine. Like if you flip a coin.
Command death.
Oh, I thought that was her. It had the same coloring. So yeah, so you're gonna create a mini one of those. Okay. Oh, okay. No, you're gonna do the spider thing. Okay.
Protect the Ashkan.
My scales move in shadow.
Not sure what that was for exactly, but let's see what our draw is. Cool.
Well, let's see if we can find something useful.
So close. Now, do we use this, or do we wait to clear, or do we save it for a guard? Because he's going to die anyway. Yeah. Even if that was...
He's very smart, very dumb.
He wouldn't necessarily die.
We draw power from their
Ooh.
blood.
There's only like one good blood magic
You're more
for us.
strongly dead.
The forest is my clothes.
Oh gosh darn it.
Protect the
We
Ashkan.
do have answers. And unless that was a 5 gain health. Arguably shouldn't have wasted that because, yeah. If that's the 5 health, then we're pretty much done. But we have some answers. We have some possibilities. But I think we may have. I don't know if we punted this one, but maybe didn't play optimally. Probably should have hit that thing.
For the Ashkan.
Oh, if they got a
For the
swift strike,
Ashkan.
it's all over. Or is it? Are you dead on board anyway? Oh no. Mummify that. I mean, yeah, we're close enough to dead on board. That I'm sure they have the extra.
Do not take you.
It's the 5
Let
drain
nothing
health.
through.
Oh no, okay.
Close ranks.
Yeah, all right. So that'll probably do it. I think we were over the time there, and I just yeah. Tis what it is. This just kind of felt like a floppy day. Like I didn't feel particularly on point emotionally. And yeah, we're at the dregs of the ladder right now. So, or the dregs of rank 1. But we got to rank 1, so call it a net positive. Didn't seem like this time last week didn't seem like we were going to make it to rank 1. I don't know that 9 days is enough for us to grind our way to the top with days like this. But I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. I'll have to go and look and see our win ratio was horrible. We probably lost. I'm gonna say I'll confirm this tomorrow. I'll confirm it at the edit right here. I'll put it down. I'm gonna say we had I will take out the invade game up because that was an automatic concession. I'll take that game out. I'm gonna say we lost 65 to 70% of our games today, which is the inverse of what happened yesterday or on Friday. So I don't know what to make of the deck. I don't, because like I thought this would kind of prove it out, but it's like no, it wasn't. We didn't lose everything, but we also didn't have a 50-50. So I guess the deck is garbage. Like it's so hard to interpret the data from what you're playing, or from the games, and say, oh, this deck is good or this deck is bad, because one day it's great and the next day it's garbage, and nothing has changed other than it's you, Joe, your fault. You're the one who told me to put in you said put in the Rehad Horseman and you'll win all your games. That's what you said, exactly. I have it on record somewhere. And what happened? Now the game's all out of whack. No, of course that's not true, but it's that, I think that's part of the frustration. You don't know how much is it just a bad day. And again, we came up, most of our games today were against legendaries. So these are all people now playing the optimized decks that are circulating amongst the legendary crew and folks who, swim in those circles. So it's like, all right, well, if you're not optimized against one of those, you're probably not going to win very often. But hey, I mean, it got us to rank 1. So if nothing else, hey, Yo-Yo, you go, whatever it was called, whatever that deck was, you brought us up through the ranks. So yeah, tomorrow it'll be probably I'm gonna do Mark's Redoran. I'll run that one tomorrow. I feel like that's different enough than what I've been running, and it's still not like fully controlled, but it's got those elements to it. And I just got to figure out what my policy is going to be on control games, because I promised, I told Leo Zaro that if I get to Legendary, I will be happy to play an entire day of nothing but control, which will probably be, let's see, I probably play 10 to 12 games. 2. It'll probably be 2 games during my entire session. And especially if I get into a control mirror match. Why is it this? Oh, there it goes. I'm trying to get this thing to trigger, but oh, whatever. I'm not going to waste your time anymore. Thanks so much for watching, sticking with me through the ups and downs. And today was just kind of a pasty, lukewarm bit of a mess. I didn't feel particularly amazing about any part of it. But like I said, rank 1, we are moving 9 days. If I play every single day, at the bottom of the snake, not feeling great, but I do have some decks that are not mine. So in theory, they should work with some consistency. We'll see. Talk to you later.